What's up, everybody? This your boy Isaiah, coming to you from Bucks Locker. Yes, folks, we lost the game yesterday against the Saints, 31-24 at the Superdome. I was there yesterday. I saw a couple of people from the Facebook groups. I don't think they recognized me, but that's besides the fact. I was there with my daughter. So from what I seen, when I got a chance to pay attention to the game, once again I've been harping on this for weeks after weeks. Play calling. Dirk, for whatever reason, man, you have to be consistent with your play calling, and you're not. And I've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks, and it hasn't changed. Jameis Winston has went back to the form of early season Jameis Winston. In the last 2 games, he's thrown 5 interceptions. I think he's tied for second in the league in turnovers. You can't win games when you have turnovers, Jameis Winston. You hurt the team. I understand you're trying to force the ball to Mike Evans, but you can't always do that. You have to be able to take the checkdowns, and you're hurting the team by doing that. But Jameis Winston played okay. He was still a little erratic and inconsistent with his throws with high balls. You know what I'm saying? He missed a couple balls from what I seen live. Had guys open, he overthrew them. Jacquizz Rodgers, he had a good running game, 15 carries for 63 yards. And the big question everybody's wondering, why was Doug Martin inactive? He was inactive. He was a healthy scratch for a reason, folks. He hasn't been running the ball well for the last 6-7 weeks. 2.9 yards a carry, the worst in the league for running backs of 100 yards with 100 carries. So, folks, facts is facts. Doug Martin wasn't producing. Jacquizz Rodgers was producing. Charles Sims was producing. Doug Martin wasn't. And yeah, we can blame the O-line and all that stuff, but scratch that. He was not playing good. He got his money. And I said this at the very beginning. We gave Doug Martin that money, and all of a sudden, he tanked. Offensive line from what I seen, the offensive line is trash. The whole line. Ali Marpet is pretty good. But Joe Harley, Evan Smith, Gostar Churlis, DeMar Dotson, Donovan Smith, all of them not that good. We got to upgrade that line. Before we make any move, we got to upgrade that line this offseason. We got to figure out what we're going to do with J.R. Sweezy. But I'll talk about the other things, or the transactions that we can do after the last game of the season. Back to this game. Receivers did pretty good. They was running their routes, but like I said, Jameis was missing them. And the play calling was inconsistent on the offensive side. I'll give them a D-. Defensively, I don't know what we were doing. Once again, folks, when you see the game live, you see things different. Defensively, Mike Smith called a bad game. Drew Brees was up and down the field on us. We stopped him a couple times, but he pretty much completed any ball he wanted to. He had time. Mike Smith wouldn't blitz for some odd reason. He's reverted back the last 2 games. He's reverted back to the early season defense instead of that 5-game win streak defense. He reverted back to He reverted back to the beginning of the season type defense. You know, easy completions, no blitzing, no sacks, no turnovers. The front 4 was not getting that much pressure. We got 2 sacks this game. The linebackers looked kind of slow, out of position, and the secondary. Vernon Hargreaves was getting picked on by Drew Brees. I'm not gonna knock him. He was a rookie. He's been playing good the whole season. Brent Grimes was getting caught on like easy. Brad McDougal was missing tackles. Keith Tandy didn't play that much. They kept throwing Chris Conte in. Every time Chris Conte was in, he was out of position, even with the deep ball to Michael Thomas. You know, the tackling was really bad. But overall, defense, man, F. Special teams, Josh Huff, man, we might have to go ahead and let him go on that special teams. We got to find somebody back to the return kicks, punts, and kickoffs. Roberto Aguilar made his extra points in his field goal. That's good. Brian Anger has some good punts. Mike Smith, defensive coaching, I'm going to get out of a D-, probably an F+, what do you want to call it? Overall, man, the team effort was probably a D-. Didn't like it. We lost. Being at the game, you see things different, folks. You got to check out the game. You got to go to the game and see things different. Next week, we got Carolina. Our playoff hopes are pretty much has been crushed. I think there's a small chance that we might be alive. But from what I was told, since the Texans beat the Bengals, that pretty much throws us out the window. So next week is pretty much our Super Bowl against the Panthers at home. Hopefully win that game, but I'll do another video on that. Disappointing loss. We had a chance to go to the playoffs. In the last two games, we pretty much kind of went back to the early season Bucs. So with that being said, I'm not too mad about it, but we better than what I expected. Our expectations, 8-8, 9-7, like I said at the beginning of the season. So next season we should be on the up and up with a couple more pieces. But like I said, I'll do other videos on that stuff. Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope everybody got whatever they wanted. Everybody be safe. Happy New Year. It's Isaiah from Buckles Locker. Subscribe, like, share, comment. And for you haters, you can hate. Signing out. Peace.